Good morning, friends. It's Nancy. If you watched yesterday's video, you saw that I had purchased this little booklet. We called this style a duotang when I was a kid, so it had these little brads. Aren't they adorable? Holding the pages in. And the pages are in between these folds. But I think I should have a vote. Duotang was probably like the brand name, but I think report cover, maybe? I'm not sure. What do you think? So I did play around with some scrapbook paper last night and managed to make a couple of little booklets. That's just using scrapbook paper and then some random other bits of paper in there. But I want to make something smaller and a little more grungy, I guess is the word. So I don't want the paper to be too thick. So I have got a piece of, it's not copy paper, it must be like I was some sort of a tablet or something, because this is slightly bigger than 8.5 by 11. I will cut it down to 8.5 by 11 so that it'll be easy to copy this idea to make two little booklets of your own. So tea-dyed, and I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to collage some neutral page. Oh, I want to go this way because it'll be going up and down this way. So I've pulled a couple of little bits out, and we'll need to probably add more. And I might start. I don't want a piece that big. Tear it in half. I'm sort of keeping these very squarish, but of course collage can mean anything. So if you've ever made a master board before, that's what we're doing, except it's going to be paper on paper, not file folder or cardstock or anything like that. So it's Wednesday morning. Oh, it's something else. And it is, I don't think it's even 6 yet. No, it's not. I laid in bed for a long time thinking, why hasn't the butler brought me my coffee yet this morning? Alas, I must have fired him last week, because he never came. This is I think this is a German English dictionary, I think. Just want a little bit of an image on it. So I'm just grabbing bits and pieces that are in a tray. in a variety of sizes. Making sure I get glue on every bit. This won't be upside down. I'm just sort of measuring what I need. And instead of the words, I think I'll use the numbers. I think I'm going to use this one instead. And start at the top there, I think. This is the back of a title page from a flower guide from the turn of the last century, 1907. Got some dirty glue on there. Yeah, that's better. Liberace and his mother. Turn this around, make sure I get it right up in that corner. Maybe I want something different. Sorry, I'm just shifting through my scraps over here. See if there's something I can... Nope, not you. There's a bit of a letter. I now think I want to take this edge off. Here we go. Take this line off here. It doesn't add anything attractive. There's a line there as well. There. Yeah, it could be an interesting day at the office today. I just got a text from our office manager saying she's not coming in. She left sick yesterday afternoon, actually. So that leaves me sort of the most senior. I like that. I think I'm going to go that way. And there's a sentence, or a partial sentence right in the middle. It says, she helped them. Which is great, because that's going to help me cover up that spot. I'm not sure. Beautiful. Making sure everything is stuck. I'm just going to pop this underneath my mat to dry and flatten out, and we'll get this one out. Okay, so this is 8.5 by 11. I am going to cut it at 5.5. So we're going to make two at the same time. I need this scoring board. I'm going to start by folding this in half. So I've got a little, that didn't work. I'll put some tape there or something. All right. So I did fold it in half just to make sure. Yep, 4 1/4. That's exactly where I want it. Now, I'm going to count over a 1/2 inch on either side of that line. And then a 1/2 inch minus 1/8. So it's 3/8, the distance between these outer two lines. And then 3/8 that way. Okay. So that's the center. Fold that back. Fold that back. Give those both a squish. Then fold that forward. Fold that forward. So it was just this one. I have to cover that up. All right, let's do the same here. Now I know for sure it is 8.5 inches. So I will score it 4 1/4. That's the center. Half an inch, 3/8 of an inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/8 of an inch. Okay, now I'm going to ink this. I'll pause while I finish doing the inking. Okay, everything is inked. This is the one that it cracked there, and I should have known that because this particular paper here, the one from the cookbook, was really, really cracky. So instead of using tape, I'm going to cover it with this piece of, I think it's from a magazine. That should be okay. Let me just get a wet wipe. All right, now I have these. This is the repaired one. I have these ready to start thinking about putting pages in. I just grabbed a bunch of scraps yesterday when I was working on those other prototypes. This time, these are pages that I pulled out of my big book of ideas when it was getting way, way too fat. So I want to trim off some. Now, this is 5.5 inches. So I want to cut 5 1/4. So it will be inside the covers. Now, it's 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. So I'm going to cut these pages 3 1/4. And like I said, you could use any paper. It just happened that I have this handy. Okay, I'm going to put a paper clip on that. Three 1/4. It's not sticking together. Come on, you. Okay, now I'm going to open this up And I'm going to put a dot in the center of this strip here. And I'll do an inch from either end. And an inch there. 10 minutes to make ice cream. Okay, now I've got my crocodile here, and I'm going to use the 1/8 inch punch. So I want to put a circle right in the center of that strip. And then another one right there. Gotta get that paper out of there, I can't see. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that paper in there, center it, top to bottom, and then mark where the punch will go. Better erase that. Okay. I need to grab some brads first. And I don't want them to be too big because they'll hang over. Like, that's a good one. Is this one too big? A little bit too big. That's a good one. I think that black one's a good one too. Let's see if I can find another one of any of those three. Ooh, there's a vintage one. There's a bright silver one. Oh, here's another black. And that looks sort of like nickel, I guess. If your papers are directional, or you put an envelope in there because you want to have a little pocket or whatever, make sure that when you are putting them in the spine that they're going the direction you like. I'll just twist the legs so that it's parallel to the edge of the cover there. And then I can take that off, close my book. We can do some decorating as soon as I get this done. Okay, we have 2 booklets. Now, let me clear this off. All right, now I pulled out some bits and pieces. This was something I was trying to make. So I have book page folded in to make a triangle, and then I wrapped lace around it. This was going to be part of an envelope. This was going to be the flap of an envelope, and it didn't turn out as great as I thought it was going to, so I just kept the lace part and chucked the rest. So I'm going to put this on as a pocket right here, and I'll use my fabric glue. As soon as it elects to come on down. Okay. And I just cut a little tag shape from some leftover masterboard. So it's, when the glue's dry, it's going to go in there, but I want to decorate it a bit. And I'll start by adding, this is a cutout from a book. It's a image of a piece of music. Okay, now got out my little Victorian things here. Sort of wanted a flower, but that's from the Edwardian lady. ink the edges up. That might look nice there. No, I want something else. Whoop. Yeah, that'll work. Looks good. Just gonna tear that off a bit. And got a piece of embroidery floss handy. Make sure all my edges are down. Okay. Now this one, what I was going to do was make a little collage on the front using a photo. But now I'm thinking I might do something else. Just grab this. I have these little labels that I made. Just found that little button there. I might put that on. Or What do you think? All right, so I pulled out a few things here. Oop. And this one's already pretty grubby. Not sure how much I like that now. Well, I don't have any options. I've committed. Okay. So I have no, it's got enough dimension, I think. So here is my little report cover that I have put the brads in backwards. That's okay, I can switch them out. It'll look nicer when there's a word there. So there you go. I hope you thought this was kind of a fun project. Ooh, I wanted to show you. I have a leftover piece of paper. I could add a little side tuck there if I wanted to, but not for the time being. All right, you take care. Come back again soon. We'll do another project, and please like, subscribe, add a comment, share the video. I am really pushing to get to 6,000 subscribers before the end of summer, and we're getting there. So take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.